The story of the water in the wilderness is a powerful account of God providing for the Israelites during their journey through the desert after their exodus from Egypt. The story is found in Exodus chapter 15, verses 22 to 27, and Exodus chapter 17, verses 1 to 7. It highlights two distinct moments when the Israelites were faced with a lack of water, leading to complaints, fear, and divine intervention. The bitter water at Marah, as described in Exodus chapter 15, verses 22 to 27. After crossing the Red Sea and witnessing God's miraculous deliverance from Pharaoh's army, the Israelites continued their journey into the wilderness of Shur. For 3 days, they traveled without finding water. As their thirst grew, the people became desperate. Finally, they arrived at a place called Marah, where they found water. However, when they tried to drink it, they realized the water was bitter and undrinkable. This led the people to complain to Moses, asking, "What are we to drink?" Moses, troubled by the complaints, turned to God in prayer, seeking guidance. God instructed Moses to take a piece of wood and throw it into the water. When Moses did as God commanded, the water became sweet and drinkable. At Marah, God made a decree and a test for the Israelites, telling them that if they diligently listened to his voice, obeyed his commandments, and kept his laws, he would protect them from the diseases he had brought upon the Egyptians. He revealed himself to them as the Lord who heals you, Yahweh Rapha. From there, the Israelites journeyed to Elim, a place of abundance, where there were 12 springs of water and 70 palm trees. They camped there and enjoyed a brief respite from their travels. After leaving Elim, the Israelites traveled through the wilderness of Sin and eventually camped at a place called Rephidim. However, there was no water to be found in this location, and once again, the people quarreled with Moses, demanding water. They accused Moses of leading them out of Egypt to die of thirst, and the situation grew tense. Moses, overwhelmed by the people's anger, cried out to God, "What am I to do with these people? They are almost ready to stone me." God, in his mercy, instructed Moses to take his staff, the same one he used to part the Red Sea, and go to a specific rock at Mount Horeb. He was to strike the rock with the staff, and water would flow from it for the people to drink. Moses did as God commanded, striking the rock, and water miraculously poured out. The Israelites' thirst was quenched, and their lives were saved. This place was then named Massah, which means testing, and Meribah, which means quarreling, because the Israelites quarreled with Moses and tested the Lord by asking, "Is the Lord among us or not?" These two stories demonstrate God's continual provision and care for his people, even in times of doubt and testing. The Israelites struggled to trust in God's faithfulness, yet he repeatedly provided for their needs. The bitterness of Marah turned sweet, and the waterless rock gushed forth life-giving water, symbolizing God's ability to turn difficult situations into moments of grace and abundance. God also used these moments to teach the Israelites important lessons about faith, obedience, and trust. They were reminded that despite their hardships, God was always with them, guiding and providing, and that their response should be faithfulness rather than complaint. Please like and subscribe to help us grow our spiritual channel. Thanks.